Well, hello, Chuck. Welcome to la Mesa del Metal. And my first question, what are you doing now? You have to postpone the tour for 2022. And we just want to know, what are you doing right now?
Well, we've got some plans in the works, possibly do maybe like a live stream here. We're planning early next year. Maybe we're actually playing next Saturday with Death Angel Exodus Testament here in hometown Oakland. So we just had rehearsals all this week. All the guys flew in. It's our first headline show in 18 months. Feels good. We're playing some of the new songs off Titans of Creation. Sounds really good live. It feels good live. It's good to see Gene and Alex and everybody. We don't see them for a long time. So things are changing and slowly getting better. Not fast, but slow. We have plans for Europe. We had that we kind of pushed to next year because Europe wasn't ready.
Yeah.
And I hear now on the news, Europe's shutting down some places again now. So who knows when we're going to get back there, but we pushed our American tour to April next year with Death Angel and Exodus.
Right.
And, we're trying to stay busy. We're maybe working on some new music. Might as well start writing another record.
Oh, that's great.
Get prepared for that. And that's it. And planning the live stream and just kind of, I think when you sit home, this is the longest break that we had from tour ever, because we usually go to Europe every summer, tour America, tour Europe. We do that every year. And for not doing it for 2 years almost, sitting at home, you almost get used to sitting at home. So now it's kind of weird to try to get back into the normal feeling of touring again, But we're looking forward to it. We want to, when we go out and tour, we definitely want to tour, but we want to have fun when we go on tour. I like to talk to the fans after the show. I like to hang out and go out for lunch and see people. And with the pandemic, if we had to go on tour, we can't do that. We can't go hang out and do all that. So we talked to all the bands, Gary and the guys from Death Angel and Exodus, and said, look, when we did the European Bass Strikes Back tour, we had a lot of fun. We had a great time hanging out. It was like just friends on tour. It was really good. And we're like, well, if we go do it again with all these restrictions and not have fun, waving to each other from the bus, staying away from each other, that's no fun. So we decided it's better to wait till when we can go have fun and do this, So we're just trying to stay busy right now and think of other things to do.
Oh, that's great.
Great.
That's great, man. And any plans to tour in South America next year?
Well, we looked into it, but we're waiting to find out how fast South America is getting their vaccines and how fast, everybody's going to be vaccinated. And because when we come to South America, we have to fly to every show. And that's the hardest part, is being at airports international with people from all over the world. You don't know who's sick and not sick, because if we go and tour and someone gets sick, the tour's over. We all have to go home. And so we have to kind of be careful, because we want to come play and go tour, but we don't want to get sick, and we don't want to disappoint the fans who pay for tickets, and then next we have to cancel the tour just because somebody's sick.
Yeah, that's true.
Of course. At the beginning of the pandemic, you were on tour in Europe, and you have COVID-19 when you return home, no?
Yeah.
What was that experience for you?
Well, I think we got very lucky because, we you know, we were very lucky because if we were over in Europe just a little bit longer, things could have been different. We might have got stuck, you know, in Europe for 3-4 months. So I think we were lucky. We weren't sick when we got on the plane. I think a couple people maybe started feeling sick, but we thought maybe we were just tired from touring, you know. And by the time we got home, the next day, my wife was sick. And then the following day, I got sick. And then we started seeing the guys in Death Angel getting sick and everybody starting to get sick. So I never been that sick before. I usually pretty healthy, and I don't get the flu. I don't get sick very often. So when I got sick that time, I was sick for like 2.5 weeks. I mean, really bad, the worst I ever been. And then when I heard Will from Death Angel was sick and in the hospital, I got scared thinking, oh shoot, you know, what if we all get in the hospital too and don't make it? So it was scary for a minute. But then we all made it. Will made it and everybody made it, you know, and we were like, all right, we made it. But still, we weren't used to the world shutting down like that, you know? No.
It's awful.
Hey, Chuck, I want to ask you, we really need a Titans of Creation tour to hear the songs live and seeing you performing the new album. But you talk about Testament. It's an very active band, and you are all the time busy thinking on new music, thinking on doing things, right? And when do you think we can expect? I know we are in the running of the Titans of Creation, but when do you think we have a new record from Testament in the next couple of years, or
and probably in the next year?
Next year? Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But we're working on new music now, but it all depends how fast we all get it done. Right now we don't have a shows until April, so we have a lot of time now to start really working on it. You know, we never try to rush. We want to make sure it's right, it's perfect, in the right time. You know, it's not easy to keep records and put them out, but sometimes we might not be happy. We want to make sure that fans that get our music have good records, you know, and strong songs. So we could start writing songs now, but if we're not happy yet, we're like, okay, it's not ready yet. Let's keep molding it a little bit more and changing it and fixing it and coming up with new ideas until we go, okay, that's good. That's a song now. That feels really good, you know. Like Titans of Creation, all those songs, they're all not the same. They all have different life and different feelings when you listen to them.
Yes.
But they all are strong on their own by themselves. So we want to make sure that when you put on a song for Testament record, you go, oh, I know that's Testament. I can tell that's Testament.
Yes.
You know, but I don't want it to be like, oh, that's that record, or that feels like this record. I want it to be like they all are strong and fans go, I wanted them to enjoy listening to a whole record and not just pick out a certain couple songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thanks. That's great.
Titans of Creation. Great album. Huge album. It's in my top 10 of last year. And I want to ask you, how the people receive the album in 2020, in a very special year, and how about your feelings about this great album for me? I think that the last album, every Testament album is great, but I think this was a huge return.
Well, it's hard to put a finger on it because, you know, we really try hard to write good songs. And we never know how a record's going to be until it's all finished and we listen to the whole record, like whole thing. Then that's when we kind of realize, wow, this is a really good record. I really like listening to this whole record. And so once we played and listened to Titan Creations, because I knew all the songs were different. Songs like Osiris or Coda Hammurabi, those are different metal feeling songs, right? They feel different type of metal. But as a whole record, it really has good feelings through the whole record, and it has a good life. So when we write songs, every one, we weren't sure what this record's going to be like. We were just writing good songs by themselves. But once we put the record all together, we put them all, this song after that one, we were like, wow, this is really turned out to be a really good, strong record. And you're always trying to make the next record better than your last record. You're always trying to do that. And on this one especially, I thought, wow, this one, we thought, okay, Brotherhood of the Snake's going to be a hard record to be better than. And then we wrote this one, and we said, wow, this one's pretty strong. I think it's close, if not better than Brotherhood of the Snake, you know?
Yeah.
Good album, very good album too. And this maybe it's a difficult question or a hard question for you, but what was the best show you performed in South America for you, in your opinion?
Well, I mean, I know Chile is always crazy fans, crazy. I mean, I don't think there's ever, but all of South America, the last trip was really good for us. Was the last one with Cannibal Corpse, wasn't it? That tour. Yeah. I mean, that was a great tour. We had a really good time touring with Cannibal Corpse, and all the venues were packed. But there's something about that place in Chile, the theater we played there. It's a big stage, big crowd, big floor for moshing.
Yeah.
And there's always something crazy about that show every time we play there. So I don't know, but all of them are good. It was a really good tour.
Great. We have some followers from Chile, so they will be very happy for your words.
Yeah, Bogota is really good too. Bogota, Colombia is they're crazy too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is another difficult question. Maybe you are tired of this question. I don't know. But let's talk about the big four. We personally think that Testament must be on that select group. We think maybe instead of the big four, you have to do a big five or something like that. What do you think? What the people tell you, and what do you think about that question?
Well, I mean, when they mentioned the big four to me means that it's the biggest four bands in our metal era when we were growing up was, of course, Slayer, Anthrax, you know, Metallica, you know, and Megadeth. All those bands, when that's when we were selling records, all those bands had platinum records, gold and platinum records.
Yeah.
So I think the next wave of bands like us, Exodus, and all them, we were on our way to selling gold and platinum records. But then 1992, Alice in Chains and Nirvana and everything in America for us changed the climate of music, because in early 90s, they were playing Testament and Slayer and Exodus on regular radio.
Yeah.
And then it changed. So the whole thing stopped for us and changed for us. So when they say the big four, yeah, that's the big four, of course. Where do I put Testament now compared to those days? I think Testament's still writing strong music. And I think if anything on the basis of music,
Yeah.
I think Testament has progressed in writing stronger music and stronger records.
Yeah.
Where the other bands stay the same music or maybe go backwards a little bit or get softer. I don't know. And I don't want to make it a big thing, but I know from Testament and Exodus and Death Angel, bands like that, we've all grew forward in our music style.
Yeah, I think that Testament has the most consistently discography and career that all of that big four. So I don't care about all this bullshit of big four bands. I know Testament is I love Testament, man, and I think you deserve to be in the top always.
And you said you're from Uruguay?
Sorry?
You
From
said
Uruguay.
We are from Uruguay.
Great photo.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I brought this back.
Oh,
You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fan gave me that when we played there.
Oh, great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
very good, man. You have
It's a wood shield.
a good remember from us.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Thank you so much for showing us that. And you are at home now?
I'm at home in my little man cave.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool, man.
There's some of
Awesome.
my cool little man cave wall of Testament.
Wow.
Great cave.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
We have the opportunity to
Where the man needs his space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chuck, another question for you is, what do you think about the actual metal scene? You know, in the year after year, we have new bands, we have so many new records. Yesterday was release day, metal release day. We had 72 new albums, 72 new albums, and weekend after weekend we have more and more and more. What do you think about the metal music worldwide?
Well, the scene, the metal music, I think is growing bigger and bigger and bigger. More bands. I think there needs to be more bands creating more personal identity. Sometimes I feel there's some bands that sound like other bands that kind of, you know, I mean, I know I love a lot of different style of stuff myself, and I'm influenced by other bands, and I go, wow, that's so heavy and so good, but I don't want to try to be like that and copy them. I want to try to be myself. And I wish other bands would create their own identities and be themselves. So when you hear them, you go, oh, that's that band. Because when they sound the same and the vocal style and the music style, you get confused. Like, who's this band? What band is this one? You know, because you might not know. So I just wish that more bands, I'm glad that there's a lot, but I wish there was more bands creating their own identities.
Yeah, excellent. And what is your favorite thrash band outside the US?
Well, I'm sure probably bands like Creator. You know, Creator's probably Destruction. You know, bands that I grew up, you know, in time that are still making music and growing forward. Like I said, making better music all the time, and getting bigger, you know, and bigger. But bands like that, you know, probably for me are like the old school thrash style that I like, that are still playing thrash style music and writing good records.
Great.
Okay. Well, you have your first gig in 18 months. Are you with anxiety? Are you nervous about the people?
No, I'm excited. I'm excited. We've had great rehearsals. We're playing 3 or 4 songs off Titans of Creation, some that we never played, but for people before.
Great.
Like World War III. Oh man, that song's so good live. It feels. It's a really good, strong set that we put together for the show. But the show sold out. It's a big theater here in the Bay Area, so it's going to be like great for all 3, Death Angel, Exodus, and Testament, to play a hometown show to our family, to our friends. It's going to be so good. It's just, everybody's really excited. It's going to be like the biggest show for the Bay Area thrash scene for a long time.
Okay. The 2022. Okay, you talk about your plans. You have another leg for the Bay Strikes Back tour. You are going to travel to Europe, and maybe we have a new Testament album. We are okay with that? Is something like that?
I don't know if it'll be an album yet, but I know we'll have some new songs. Maybe we'll release like a new song, because Titans of Creation, we never got to tour that record.
Yeah.
You know, that record came out in April. We came home in March 2020. So
yeah,
no stores got the record, no marketing from the record company. It just, we didn't stop it. We said, you know, it's the times are bad right now. People need something new and maybe put a smile on their face sitting at home. So we decided, let's put the record out, you know, so everybody can hear it. And we got a lot of good response. People loved hearing some new music, and it helped them stay at home in the pandemic. So we're looking forward to get out there and promote the record again.
Yeah.
And we have another new song or two. We're planning to film us performing the whole record. So maybe when we get on tour next year, we can have a DVD re-release with Titans of Creation, but us performing them.
Oh, that's
live or streaming in your studio.
It's gonna be recorded for the DVD, but we're actually gonna stream a concert of like all songs, not just that one, but that's gonna be a special piece. That'll be a DVD performed where we're gonna go in and play and record it, and then, you know, put it on a DVD for a re-release.
Okay.
So when people can play at home and watch it on the TV and watch us perform it and listen to the record, you know.
Yeah, excellent. We need another like this.
Yeah, exactly.
This steel case is one of my favorite jewels I have in my collection. So yeah, that would be great to see you in another performing live like this record. So Chuck, we want to thank you so much for your time. We want to thank you so much for your music you create. And
I have one last question only. Sorry.
Go ahead.
About Titans of Creation. It's I will call a pandemic album because of the lanzamiento, ¿cómo se llama? The release. The release of the album was in pandemic, and you say you have a very good response, and how is your how are you about the social media? Do you look the social media? Do you try to?
Not really, not a lot. I mean,
Okay.
I'm old. I'm not young like kids that are on the phone all the time in social media. I try to live my life, you know, with my friends and family.
Yeah.
So I don't live on social media like a lot of people do, and especially during the pandemic, it was my personal private business, you know.
Yeah.
I leave that up to fans and our record company and things like that to share stuff with the band, but it's a social media world now, so maybe I should do more now, you know.
I don't know. Maybe you're okay.
Yeah, but you know, we talk about it because we're talking about maybe we should hire somebody or a company that they work for us, just helping our social media, just to make it, get questions, do, you know, new shirts, new music, what's going on with the band, because I know Alex Skolnick, he does a lot of social media all the time. Gene does his with Twitch and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but it's not focused on Testament. It's their own stuff going on.
The good response you say about Titans was in the social media, almost, no? I think because of the pandemic.
Yeah, I mean, they're always on social media too, but I think just because the world is more, I mean, I see people on social media that aren't famous for music, but they got a big following just because they're on social media so much. So there's something real that is with social media. So, you know, we're a band that's been together 35 years. We can't live on our past. We have to live in today and what music we create today. So maybe it makes sense for us to be more active, because I want to do this forever, till as long as I can. And as long as I'm having fun and feel young and feel good to do it, I want to keep doing this. So I better get with the times, right?
Yeah. and you are not a community manager. You are a metal singer. So
you're a great singer.
Yeah. Keep
Thank
going.
you.
Keep going, man. So
Thanks.
send a greetings for all the band. Send a greeting for Alex. It's an amazing guitarist. He's awesome, and all the band is awesome.
And Sheen, I love Sheen.
Yeah, Sheen, Eric, all the band, you yourself, excellent chat.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you very much. Thank you very much.
Have a good day.
You have a.
Same to you, sir.
All right. See you.
See you.
See you.